Have you ever looked so hard for a helper to invest in you? Like, probably you want to learn a course and you can't afford the course. Maybe it's even the owner of the course that gave it to you for free, or someone who just who needs something so bad. If you've ever needed something so bad and you know you're not qualified to have it, you don't have the means, you don't even have rich uncles or aunties that can help you pay for something, or you have the perfect business plan, and you want to start a business, there is no helper because between you and your success, there is a very big wall, probably a wall of poverty or a wall of lack or one limitation or the other. Maybe you're underqualified, you don't have the requisite training, or you don't have the finance to start up that business, or just some there's just a very big wall that it's almost impossible for you to break through that wall and achieve that thing you so desire, that goal you so desire in your heart. It's not like you're not good. Sometimes you're even overqualified for it, but that big wall is always there. That failure at the edge of the breakthrough is always there because of a lot of limitations. Let's say, for example, you want to start a business and you have the perfect plan. You've used years to build this plan. Then you need money to start up. You need to even meet some big boys and big girls, some, government officials, and you are just in one village, limited by money, by time, by space, especially in Africa if you're from that kind of part. You guys, if you know what I'm talking about, just let me know in the comments where you've worked so hard. You've worked so hard, you've dreamed so hard. It's not a crime for you to dream big, but there's just that wall. Something is just blocking you from achieving it. And that is why you see some people give up in life like, I can never pursue this goal. Let me just remain at the same level where I am. Well, the goal of this video is to tell you how I met an angel across many oceans. It's a long story, but trust me, it's worth every time. You're even going to learn some things, especially when it comes to persistence. See, for every tear that you cry, for every way you're thinking, what is the solution out of this? What is the next big step for me to take? What am I to do now? For everything you say, you know, there is always someone who can help. The solution is always somewhere. And this is how I met my own angel across many oceans, who not only shined light in my darkest parts, but also made me a shining light. Okay, that also made me a shining light and has always been there. I mean, someone I have never met before in person, and believed in my goals, believed in my dreams. This world is really a small world. Wherever you meet people, just take those people like gold, because who they are, what they can do. Some people can pull you down. Some people are the key to your success. You just need that hand to hold you up. And then, some of you need that start. Something to just ignite you to start. But that ignition is what you don't get. You don't have. You have every other requisite. But the ignition is not there. You need that person to ignite you. That is why if you have a friend who encourages you, don't cut off that friendship. So basically I met this wonderful soul, this angel, Mr. Russell Cruzan, and this video is actually an appreciation video because I sat down, I've been thinking every day, like what my life had been if I hadn't met this angel in human form. So I met Russell Cruzan on YouTube. Yes, just one of my subscribers, and I could see, when someone is an embodiment of light, an embodiment of positivity, you see it, the aura just ooze out of them. It's not all about saying, I love your reaction videos, your videos are good. There's something about him, and I was like, wow, this person, the tone of language, the depth of knowledge, and the patience he uses to explain things. At some point, I reached out to him that I would like to, chat with you after, aside YouTube. I think you're worth knowing. A lot of you on this my YouTube are wonderful people, wonderful people. So through YouTube, I've chatted with several other people like that. We got talking, we talk about life. Sometimes now Mr. Russell asked me about Africa. We talk basically what we usually talk mostly about is we talk about Christianity. He actually opened my eyes to how Christianity came into Africa. Like we are like the Europeans and the whites brought Christianity to Africa, but in actual sense, Africans were the ones with Christianity. The eunuch at Ethiopia, right, Mr. Russell? I think you have to correct me there on the comments. The eunuch met with the disciples and he preached. He went back and brought started preaching to his people. So Christianity was actually first in Africa even before going to the whites. But that's a story for another day. It's quite actually even talking every minute talking with Mr. Russell is enlightening. Yes, he was he's a well-read person and he has this in-depth knowledge. Someone who keeps reading, and he was a an academician. So definitely the knowledge bank is a lot. So this kind of conversations we have it a lot. Like sometimes I tell him about the culture of Africans, like how if someone gives birth to a newborn baby, we are rushing to rub the powder in a lot of places in Africa. Just like that, basically what we talk about Africa culture, US culture, and most importantly, Christianity. And we talk about faith so much, so much. And so while we kept talking and talking, the friendship grew not just more it became more than just okay, we're chatting, but it became it like we discuss real life issues. We discuss real life issues. When someone who doesn't know you takes you like family. That is what I would describe Mr. Russell as. It took me like family, and I'm not the only one. He's such a nice person, and I would say he's a philanthropist. When he sees what is good, he supports it with every both the advice and godly advice for that matter. He introduced me to even some other Nigerians that I don't even know. He got me talking with them, and these people are even amazing. Like that eye he uses to see quality in people. It's really amazing, Mr. Russell. You are very commendable. So we started talking, in the course of talking, I talked about what I'm doing. I'm schooling. I have three boys, combining schooling, have a shop, life. We just talked about life basically. So it got to a point where I mentioned a business model I started. I'm someone who has tried a lot of business because if you are in Nigeria, you know the struggle is real. If you're in Nigeria, you know life can be hard. Like when I say hard, except God just helps you, especially when you are not coming from a wealthy family, let's say politician's family. Because yes, obviously some people say Nigeria is for the politicians. That is basically for the politicians. The number of struggling and poor people are far more than the rich. So coming from that background, I'm not a politician's child. Life can be tough in Nigeria. And it's not like we're not trying. We are trying. For God's sake, I'm a graduate. I keep going to school and I'm still going to school now. But what is the school even bringing for me? We're just improving ourselves. So probably opportunity will click one day. We just keep hoping and hoping like that. But we'll keep improving ourselves. So struggling and doing my business because of my little kids who were under 5 as at then. Because my first son is 6 now. Yes, he's 6 years now. He will be 6 years rather by November. So having kids under that age, I can't take my business to somewhere very far. I have to stay very close to the kids, shuffle a small shop, and sometimes you stay, you don't even sell a single thing. Sometimes you're lucky, you sell at least two, three, which is almost nothing. But at least I'm leaving the house. I bathe, dress up, leave the house. Another thing that brought me joy was YouTube. Before I had some challenges on YouTube, I tried affiliate marketing with Expertnear, with so many, just tried so many things just to break out of the level I am, just to even live at least a normal life, not even asking for much. So yes, basically I discovered another business model and I broke it down to him, explained to him. Um, I was practically drop shipping for someone else, and yes, I do make little change that keeps me body and soul together once in a while, once in a while. But I wanted to expand, like stay on my own instead of just drop shipping for person. Why not I start trying if people can drop ship for me? And then I realized, whoa, you need a lot of wholesalers. I started gathering my wholesalers. I started gathering. And I think when I got to 80 something wholesalers, I had 80 something wholesalers. And what I was basically doing was I was still drop shipping for other people, but I just put very minimal profit on it so my wholesalers can buy and go and resell from me with very minimal profit. That was just the business model basically. So I told him I have I think I told him I had 80 wholesalers in my dropshipping business. And at all points when I was doing the dropshipping, he kept encouraging me. So I just like I have this number of wholesalers now. He said, wow, that's very impressive. But how do you cope with the delivery of the goods and all that? I told him the challenges I'm facing. Because I don't have the goods down, it's been very difficult. And he was like, wow, okay. So basically, after some time, I just used a little money I was able to gather from my dropshipping, and I bought a little, some few goods. I even made a video on my other channel where I post personal things. I said, I'm starting. This is a business. I'm starting with this is 29,000 naira. I was laughing at myself. My husband was like, "Why are you laughing at yourself? This is little beginnings. God will help us." And then I just kept posting my wholesalers were buying, and the demand became really much. Now I needed more money to get more stuff. Who will help me? I have no rich uncle to help me. No, I'm not a politician's child. So what do I do? At some point, I was really worried. I fought it like I fought so hard not to tell Mr. Russell, like I wouldn't want to bring burden. He knows me, I've never asked him for anything before. Just he willingly, do you understand? He willingly decided to send me something. But me pressurizing people, it is not my style. I believe work hard wherever your strength can reach. But at this point, I have worked hard, but my strength has reached the breaking point. So I started contemplating how do I tell Mr. Russell? I practically had to pray. I prayed and fasted. Mr. Russell, I know you'll be laughing watching this video, but I actually prayed and fasted before telling him. And the day I was typing it, my hand was shaking. Immediately I typed it like this. I just dropped it and I deleted. I made sure the message delivered, though he was not online to see it immediately. But I made sure the message delivered, and then I quickly deleted it because I was so scared. God, I think I've done the wrong thing. Asking him to support me to get more goods and all that. That I hope he will not feel so somehow now. I hate pressurizing people, this and that. So I felt so bad. In fact, I walked to the room where my husband was and I was like, I think I've done a very terrible mistake. My husband said, what? I said, I actually messaged Mr. Russell and this kind of message. My husband was like, that is serious. So, but God sees your heart that you really need this. So let's be hopeful. All be well. To my surprise, he read it and he wasn't angry. Like, he's such an angel. He read it and was like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And basically, I kept praying, but wow, I'm amazed. Shortly after that, is it a week later or so, he gave me a good sum that I used to buy my goods that kept my business running up to now. I'm like, what planet are you from, Mr. Russell? You are indeed an angel. You may not know what you've done for me. Let me tell you what you've done for me because you might not really know. Now I can afford to support my husband with little I can because I have something and I don't have to touch the main capital. It's my profit I'm even touching. My wholesaler has increased now. I have up to 300 wholesalers, but I'm looking to increase them to 1,005 because we are not stopping. When someone gives you a chance, you don't disappoint them. You keep firing on, and I'm enjoying every bit of this business because it's exposing me to a lot of things in business. Now I have 300 wholesalers, of which I kept promoting and promoting. Immediately I saw the money. Of course, you have to work hard. I had to work hard, and now I have 300 wholesalers. Still combining with my schooling and all that. So I bought goods down. Like I practically started showing videos. I was advertising on my status on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, just advertising. I was making sales, and my wholesale group is really the main channel that brings the sales because these people are trying to resell. Many of them might buy in bulk. And I'm like, God, now I can afford little things for myself, little care for myself. Some of you can see the happiness in me now. You can see just the joy. When you see someone happy, you will know what you know. So yes, I can, my little kids growing that I will sit thinking, is this how we're going to continue? Now I'm not afraid. I'm really not afraid. I know God's got my back because Mr. Russell gave me a chance. So now I can afford what they need. Aside what my husband is doing, I can support with before my husband does everything in the house financially, every single thing, every single thing. And I couldn't bring it because of my shop. How much was I selling? Sometimes I hardly make sales. Sometimes in a week I make like just two sales. And it's not it's not sales per se. It's a computer shop, and this vicinity I am. These people don't really do these things. So what would I have been able to support? Even maybe to buy soap, detergents, cleaning this. But now I can do more. Thank you, Mr. Russell. You're indeed an angel. You're just totally an angel. Like my life, I have struggled so hard in life, but I decide I'll keep holding on to God. I don't have to, commit any form of evil for God to help me. And God used you. Thank you for allowing God to use you. God bless you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Bless you. My family, we are grateful. I thank you so so much. And if you are there, you're going through something now and you're feeling like life is so hard. I was telling my husband how I was even contemplating ending it all. And my husband was like, what? You actually thought of that? That I would have been cursing your spirit. Why would you think that way? But that was a low time of my life where it was so low. And I know someone is out there watching this video that is going through that same thing. You don't know where your help will come from. But don't give up. Keep fighting. Keep moving. Keep being a positive person. Keep living for God. Keep serving God. Keep knowing who you are. Keep knowing what you want. And keep going. Even if nobody is seeing you, God is looking at you from heaven. And He will make way for you. He will send your own angel. So, Mr. Russell, I don't use you to play. Oh. You are very, very important to my family, to my life. And I thank you so much. Across many oceans. Across many oceans. We're different race. And guess what? You took me as family. You're there when I asked for, okay, Mr. Russell, what's your opinion? How should I carry out this? He even supported me academically. Being an academician, he guided me in some things. He even granted an interview. You're just an amazing soul. And God bless you. God bless your family. God bless everything that pertains unto you. May your good heart desires never run dry. So I don't know. It's may may God just help every one of us to hold on, and to meet that person that will ignite the fire, that will get that thing to get started in your life. And the breakthrough was when Mr. Russell came on board and helped me. And I don't even, I'm even short of words, and I'm practically fighting tears because I'm like, God, God. So even if I felt I had no one to help me, God can still go across many oceans and send help my way. My business is still growing, yes. I still need to expand, but at least that start changed my life. You would not understand. I know where I'm coming from. I know what I've faced. I know what I've faced. So, Mr. Russell, you brought the turning point for me. Thank you so much. I'm envisaging having up to 1,500 wholesalers before October, so I can fully expand very well. But right now, I'm still expanding little by little, little by little. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, and thank God for this platform where I meet wonderful people. Every human being you meet is a potential help for your life. It might be that your next door neighbor, it might be across many oceans. Thank you. God bless you.